Good afternoon, PopCon.
Live from the library. How are you?
I'm in the Bat Cave, right?
I'm in the rocking chair.
Oh,
And
you have a
yeah.
much better place than I do at the moment. Then
This is one of those faux looking television studios, the way the anchor has their studio set up at home.
Oh, sure.
He has 2 books in the entire house, and he's asked his neighbors to bring all the books over, please. And
I like it.
I do it. A boy does what he can. And like I said, we talk. Hi, Popcorn. We talk before we go on the air. This is my second podcast of the day, so I've been chatting away since early this morning.
So you're chatted out. We
Well,
just need to shut it off now and go home.
Well, I got a hour home stretch in me here.
Okay. Hey, world famous pitcher and St. Louis bat boy Kevin Mitchell's here. First guest on. Welcome, Kevin. How you doing?
It sounds like you say St. Louis bad boy all the time, but it's not.
Bat boy.
I know that. You gotta work on your consonants, son. Really.
Yeah, I kind of blend them all together sometimes.
That's right.
So we're talking about cartoons.
Yes, and this is because Jordan wouldn't separate her lists last week. We wanted to make sure that we got a fair shot at animation. Now, I'm always surprised when people chime in during the week, like before the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just happened to look at it this week because I don't read this stuff before we go on the air because oddly enough, I improvise. But everybody had lots of opinion, and once again, skewing really young, as we say in my house.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, Spikerman's here, so
well, it's always important to have a Steve Spikerman's in the house.
Hey, the mayor might be poking around here someplace.
No, I don't believe that. I
don't know. There's some shifty stuff going on behind the scenes.
Well,
just saying. Hey, PopCon's doing a revamping their YouTube channel.
Really? When does that start?
I think it's starting now. Actually, we're in the middle of it.
Like right now?
Wow. Yeah, like right now. I think we're I think we might be streaming live on there from what people are somebody named PopCon is saying. So
Oh, you mean we're streaming live right now?
On YouTube, yeah, as well
Fantastic.
As Facebook. It's crazy.
What else is going on? And you know what? What's the old line from Fireside Theater? How can you be in 2 places at once when you're really no place at all?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's an old line.
Everybody's gonna be able to go back and watch the old episodes of us too.
Well, you know what? Nothing like
enough to be in syndication.
100 episodes, baby. That's when we make the gold money.
Is that it? I was having that discussion with my wife. It's like how many seasons do you have to, I guess it's episodes, not seasons. So it used to be
100.
5. Right?
100. Well, that's because you used to do about 20 to 22 in a season.
Yeah.
Years and years ago, it was 26. But 100 episodes is what it needs for syndication. So just imagine. They're called strip shows in syndication. They run 5 times a week. Mm-hmm. So if you have 100 episodes, you can run through 4 or 5 years in about a 5-6 month period. So you can turn over the entire oeuvre, as you will, twice a year on your local channel 11, channel 9 kind of station. So that's the mark all the shows go for. I don't know if it's the same in animation. I don't think so, because the contracts are totally different.
The mayor
looks like the mayor's
chatting with us. He's not coming on, but he's chatting with us.
Well, it's you know what? It could be worse. It could say Facebook user, and then he chats with us. But I respect that. He's a very busy man. The daily ins and outs of Broad Ripple are very important.
I know. I know you have to, make sure everybody's walking their dog on the right side of the road, and
Absolutely.
all the mailboxes are right.
Pick up that poop.
Yeah,
Very
I
important.
know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Facebook user, hey handsomes, um, thank you, by the way.
Yes.
You need to go to streamyard.com/Facebook and follow the instructions, and that will let us see who you are,
We'll know who to say thank you to this time.
as well as hello, Facebook user.
Hello. That's just, well, you had me at hello, Facebook user, but who the hell are you? Come on back. And
Uh,
you folks on YouTube, by the way, when you're finished with us, why don't you just hop on over to Breakfast Anytime Improv on YouTube, which is my company's group, where I interview Larry Luau. That's right, the man who owns all the Pig Heaven restaurants. So
I, I'm,
do
I'm
the
gonna
double header.
contact. I'm gonna contact Larry to see if we can get a Larry Luau's Pig's Heaven here in Lafayette.
Well,
Because I like some good pig ears.
it's the kids get them for free. So we do the best we
That's
can.
what I read.
That's
What I
right.
read.
It's one of my favorite lines I've written in the last few weeks. Kids get the ears for free, kids. So we're having fun with that. That's for sure. I'm doing a special Thanksgiving. We're releasing a special Thanksgiving. Like the
Oh,
Beatles at Christmas next
sure.
Thursday. A State of the Comedy Union address, or as we're calling it, a message from our founder. So it will be
Nice.
it will be fun. And by the way, at this angle, this old Sydney Green Street angle I'm sitting at now, the beard is really rocking these days.
It is nice.
It's in Santa Lane.
Steve, I don't know if people watching on YouTube can chime in or not. I don't know exactly how that works. Maybe the mayor is setting on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I cannot watch and talk. I can't watch that many different streams and push buttons and talk all at the same time.
Yeah, but what's frightening is it's like two different streams of you not in sync. It is.
Yeah, that's the hard part, right?
Certainly for you kids who like extra mushrooms in their salad, that probably would be a fine thing. But
I didn't have my afternoon espresso, so so you absolutely can. I cannot watch multiple streams and carry on the conversation and push
no. What
buttons.
Carl's saying is one can. It's doable. One can. I have so many versions of myself in my head. I live in the multiverse, so the last thing I want to do is see me leave one muted. Why don't you just come on the show, Carl?
It would make
Carl.
life easier,
Just
Mr.
come on
Mayor.
the show. You want to yap with us? Come on. Oh no, Hoover. You know what? That's why we have a Hoover to clean up after Spellos. Thank you very much. Drive safe, everybody. There we go.
Make sure you tip your wait staff.
Yeah, that's right. Tip the cow, try the veal. Clean. Ha! I laugh at your PG.
Yes. So we were going to talk about cartoons. We've spent 10 minutes talking about YouTube, but it is pretty cool that we were going to be able to watch all of our reruns. Jordan with a Y shows up. And,
there we go.
And now we can start talking about cartoons.
Well, so let me start because I have two lists.
Okay.
And why does I have two lists? Well, not because I'm a large entertaining man.
Well, because you're like one of the guys on the show. You can you help make the rules.
The cartoons. So I have my 5. Well. Some days are that was a tease. You know what? At least you could show us a little bosom or something over there. Just nothing, a little flash. That's all we get. Just a quick hello, letting us know he's out there.
Yep.
All right.
Hello, Alexis. How are you?
Hi, Alexis.
Oh, also listening at work.
All right.
Glad we can brighten your days.
A lot of people are working. That's the joy of being old and semi-retired. So let me talk about the lists.
Okay,
One
go
list
ahead.
is my stuff. The 5 favorite animations that I ever did was certainly Transformers #1, Digimon #2 because I played 3 different Digimon characters. Number 3 was Outlaw Star, directed by Wendy Lee, because I got to play the ship's computer and not some, you know, guy gutting a tauntaun somewhere on an evil planet. Number 4 is BattleTech, which Steve Spikerman's liked, and you can find my career on YouTube, by the way. And a really fun, ridiculous show in the '90s called BAD, the Bureau of Alien Detectors. Think Men in Black meets space aliens. Some real fun stuff. Now that was mine. The fact that nobody put any of my shows on their lists, it doesn't hurt me. The fact that I'm going to be alone on Thanksgiving or Christmas, that doesn't hurt me. What hurts me, I was going to say something about DoorDash and dessert, but my 5 shows are old. You kids are young. Phineas and Ferb, Eddie and Ed. I don't even know what that show is. So easy. I'll get mine out of the way quickly.
Okay.
The Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour could be the greatest hour in all of television. Right there. Mm-hmm. Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies. So all that old stuff from Warner Brothers and before. And then 2 contemporaries. The Simpsons, which, if you don't realize, has been airing since the 80s, since it was a cartoon sketch on the Tracy Ullman Show in 1988 on Fox, and South Park. They also changed the game. Simpsons changed the. I enjoy the Family Guy. And after the 9th season, the matricide gets a little old every once in a while, but The Simpsons changed the game that people still watch Treehouse of Horror on Halloween, and Matt and Trey and South Park put everything on its ear, and
really,
more than anything else, I look for things that change the industry. And I think those 2 cartoons, now I could have said Batman the Animated Series and Justice, and I have guilty pleasure cartoon series that I like. Even Ren and Stimpy, I would put on that list for me. But The Simpsons and certainly South Park, game changers. Absolutely continue to be not only sought after by people who want to watch, but viewed and viewed again. I'll tell you one other honorable mention is the people over at Robot Chicken, because it's not really animation. It's stop motion animation, so you kind of got to consider it. But anytime it is look, Wallace and Gromit. See, that's the other that I didn't put on the list because of stop motion and the Angry Kid and Nick Park and Aardman and all that great English stuff. Wallace and Gromit. It's part of animation that people kind of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
that is another one that really could have made the list for me because it's kind of brilliant stuff, and it's also stop motion. So that's my opening salvo of my career that nobody put up one
I
thing.
thought somebody put up one, didn't
really? Did they?
I thought somebody did.
Oh, probably one of mine.
I'm looking for it.
Probably one of my members sucking up wanting to get in another improv. I know them.
Yeah, probably. Can we get into class for free?
No. And by the way, here you want to scoop on our show?
What's that?
My prices are going up in January.
Oh.
Just a little.
So we need to enroll now, right?
Well, no, you don't get grandfathered in.
Oh.
What do you think this is? And by the way, don't I owe somebody a free class? Didn't we give away a class and one of your guys never showed up?
Did we?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't ask me. I won't remember this conversation, and when I'm having tea an hour from now.
Oh yeah. Mr. Hoover mentioned Mobile Suit Gundam.
Wow, here we go.
Gundam Eagle Riders.
Eagle Riders. Holy cow! I play the evil voice of the universe. in Eagle Riders. Those are going back to the Saban days, Michael Hoover. Hoover. I don't have my teeth in. I cracked my partial. So if I sound like the old prospector today,
You definitely look like the old prospector.
you know what? Remind me to smack you in about a year when I get to see you. Um, but
Oh,
what were we?
and Kevin says he put up Transformers as well.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Homie, mi familia, baby.
Okay, so here's what I got.
All right, what do you got?
As far as series goes, I have
I'm
Clone
guessing
Wars.
Star Wars. I'm guessing Star Wars.
Clone Wars is at the top.
There you go.
And then followed by Rebels.
All right.
It's you could almost consider it like one big story if you wanted to. Then I go with my classic. I was a Tom and Jerry fan.
Wow, that is classic.
Yeah. So and then Voltron. I liked Voltron. And Beavis and Butthead.
You know what? I usually like arguing with your list, but I can't. Beavis and Butthead, another good choice.
Yeah.
And, you were probably in your 20s when that hit.
I was in, much of our audience, or maybe our audience they're younger than us. I think there's Jordan's definitely in her 20s.
Everybody's younger than me, dear.
Well, yeah. Anyway, but yes, it came out when I was in college, I believe. So, back when MTV still played music videos. It's hard to imagine, right?
I can imagine it well because Mark Goodman was a jock at WPLJ in New York where I was. And I had lunch with Mark the day after his interview where he went, I just interviewed for the strangest job. He said, they're doing something called VJs. And they want to put these videos within. And as we know, Mark became one of the original, Assemble the Seven, one of the original VJs with them. Martha Quinn. Martha Stewart. Now that I would watch Martha Stewart spin a couple of records on MTV for sure. All right, you know the trivia question, right?
What's that?
What was the first video on MTV?
Radio killed the video, Video killed the radio star. Sorry.
That is correct.
I have that brain sludge in my head.
Announcing the demise of the art form that came before them.
Yes. So what you also wanted movies listed. So what do you got?
I didn't want listed, but I wanted people not to because how do you leave out?
Oh, because I had those as separate categories: movies and then
okay.
TV.
Well, and I can throw some off the top of my head.
Okay.
Toy Story.
Definitely, that's number 2 on my list.
Nightmare Before Christmas for me because I just think. Here's another one. Do we include a Charlie Brown Christmas in there?
I think you can.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So it's more of a TV. It's not movie. So what other animated movies for you?
You have to have Snow White on your list. It kicked it off, right? If you don't have Snow White, you don't have animated movies. It's the first one. It's the one that that everybody went to see it in the 30s, right? When it came out, it was, it broke new ground.
Absolutely. It was the first movie I saw with my mom in a movie theater.
There you go.
It was the late 50s, early 60s, but yeah. I don't put Disney on my list, and I don't consider Toy Story Disney. It's Pixar. So
and then Toy Story is on my list because it also broke new ground. I mean,
completely.
Yeah.
And if only for the old prospector, which of course I just did the voice, for Don Rickles as Mr. Potato Head, if that was the only part of that I liked, I would put that on the list. Les, did I lose you? I think Les froze. So one of us froze. So either you can hear me talking right now, or you can hear Les talking and I've frozen, but I can see myself. So We're gonna go some other animated movies. You could really go all the old Disney stuff at that point. You could think about Pinocchio. One of my favorite songs in the world is from Pinocchio. By
Hey,
fiddly dee.
hey,
Oh, you're back.
I
I,
am
I
back.
I was chatting the entire time. I don't know if anybody heard me.
I could not hear you.
Okay, there we go.
I need to. We're doing. There we go.
See,
I don't know what happened.
you disappeared, and I keep rambling in case someone out there is, some
Yeah, it's
poor guy with a ham radio next to his YouTube, and just trying to get us on late at night. I was chatting the entire time.
what is that under your nose?
Was that a head shake? Oh my God! Quick impressions. Well, I'll take World Leaders for 800, Bob.
I heard that Les dropped off, so I figured I should at least pop on.
Well, absolutely. I keep talking, as you know, Carl, because nothing stops me from rambling. So,
Yeah,
how are you, son?
Oh, just working.
Good. We like that in a man. How are the games going? Did you sell any games? I saw that online this morning. One.
Oh, yeah, I haven't put it up on Marketplace yet, so I was leaving it there to see if any friends wanted to nibble.
Yeah, boys and girls, go look, check out all the games Carl's selling. Please, it'll make Wes very happy too. So go check that out.
Yeah, he got some good games in there.
Yeah, a little pimping for the house here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I've been collecting for a while, but now it's just going to turn into more games. I don't know what.
Of course. You sell the books so you can buy other books,
right?
Some of them I collected to sell eventually.
Yeah.
So a couple of them I put up once a year, and if somebody nibbles, great.
Yeah, because I think I remember I was at the Gen Con you got StarCraft, I believe.
Yeah, that would have probably been back when we first met. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So, Carl, what is some of your favorite movies or TV series animated?
Well, you actually, it's kind of across to both of your lists. I was half-ass listening, but I love the old Looney Tunes, Woody Woodpecker, Bugs Bunny, even back to Popeye, like the old school Popeye.
Max Fleischer, yep.
But Bugs Bunny was definitely my favorite when I was a kid, as far as tunes go. The more serious, what's called Battle for the Planets was definitely up there.
Okay. Can you consider
that's the one where they all turn their airplane turned into a phoenix?
I think I remember this.
Yeah,
I don't remember that one. I remember Go ahead, Peter. Oh,
no.
Silverhawks is what I was thinking you were talking about, but that they had because they had a plane and riding through space, but yeah.
So my question is, can you consider Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Battle of the Planets. Sorry, not Battle.
Battle of the Planets. There we go. Is Who Framed Roger? See, that's an Eagle Writers thing. That's sort of similar to the show I did that was much like that.
I did like that show. I didn't realize it was called Battle of the Planets.
Yeah, in my brain I remember it as a kid as a completely different name, but now going back, it's one of those where you think you remember something but you don't really. So this is what it's called. Okay, so movies or other cartoons. So I definitely like the modern stuff. So the Simpsons, the South Parks, and Family Guy. Love Family Guy.
Me too. There's just so many that you wind up leaving a favorite off the list, But Roger Rabbit, what do you think? Is that can one consider that an animated movie? Partially,
I'd give that because there are animated characters. Same as Space Jam. Yeah,
Spiker-Man's. That's correct. Gotcha Man was the original series in Japanese that became Eagle Riders, and it might also have been Battle of the Planets 2 that became when I played Cybertron, I think, or Cybercon. I don't even remember what the character was called, but it was sort of this amorphous evil in the universe. But it was all based on the Japanese Gotcha Man, Steve. Very good. Very good.
Cool.
Cybertron is where the Transformers are from, right?
Right, which
Yeah.
is I'm crossing my own cartoon series up here. You know, it's a so what else? What else, Les? Do we have listeners who surprised us with their list?
Let me see if I can pull those up.
Yeah, the Battle of the Planets, I would imagine, because they're so rare.
And-
That stuff would be very expensive.
And definitely like the Star Wars stuff with Clone Wars and Rebels. I wish they weren't over.
Mr. Mayor, is that a mustache? I see.
It is.
Are you not allowing Yoda to lick your face anymore to get that stuff off there, or what?
It was to be funny, and then I kept it.
Because
It's funny.
It's only like a week's worth of growth, so it's not.
I was going to say, like chocolate pudding for lunch, but I figured I would be a little less, to the point. Are you growing the whole thing? Because I can't see. And
well, I just haven't shaved. I wasn't.
All right, there we go. All right.
Let alone the YouTube's first live video. Here we go.
So tell us, the listeners, about the YouTube channel. So what else is going on over there?
Well, we wanted to do it right. So we had the old channel for years and years and years and years and years, but we weren't putting out any good product. We weren't putting out anything good. So rather than just add to what was there, we decided to just start from scratch. We had 400 and some odd subscribers on the old channel. So it's not like we were taking a big step backwards. And,
right.
We may have something that we're announcing to do next Friday, a week from Friday.
Oh, great.
Black Friday.
Oh yeah.
Both for us and for charity, and we'll see if that pans out properly.
Should I get the checkbook ready, young man?
Well, yeah. I mean, the charity will be the regional Make-A-Wish Foundation. So
terrific.
Whatever the tri-state area is, I always forget. I apologize, KJ. I forget, but Indiana's definitely one of them. But it's 3 states that are run under one office. So
Michigan, Illinois, and Ohio, right? That's the.
I think Kentucky's actually in the mix. So that's why I don't remember.
I was about to say, isn't it great that Georgia was in the mix? But I won't go in that direction right here.
I think it's going to be cool if we can get stuff going and all lined up, because I know I got guys that are willing to talk about The Mandalorian. I know Jordan and Peter want to talk about Twin Peaks, and so. I think the goal is to get 12 hours of content, right? To go from noon until midnight.
Yep, noon to midnight. Black Friday is the goal. Yeah, and I don't think we'll have any trouble filling it all in. If you
need backup and want to talk, Carl, if you want to talk comedy or improv, or you want some sort of, you need to fill an hour for you guys, all you got to do is shout out, pal.
All right, sounds good. Yep,
I am here.
And after. I don't know. After 8 p.m. or so, we may dig into the Jackbox games.
I want to play. I want to play. I have a cell phone. I can play. That'd be fabulous.
Can you do laptop and cell phone at the same time? Or are you that?
You know what? I'm having. I don't know if you know. I'm having neurological problems with my hands, but I'm good at the one finger thing right now, so I can do phone and computer at the same time.
Well, I mean, you complain that we start this show at 4:30, and that's going to start at 8. Are you going to you had to take a nap and a couple more vitamins?
No. There'll be 2 naps to get me up to an 8 o'clock show. Absolutely. There's the after breakfast nap that kind of starts the day. Yes. Oh, don't worry. Oh, yes. Don't you worry, Jordan. By the way, our friend Les has been watching some episodes. I don't know if he's told you, but
I have not. I have started watching Twin Peaks. So I'm splitting my time between Twin Peaks and Queen's Gambit. But I think I'm going to have to just start binging Twin Peaks, because it's like turned the corner. It got really good, all
Yeah,
really quick.
Yeah, it goes down Weird Street really quickly too, which is wonderful. So who else is gracing us with?
Hey, Martin Jones, aka Jonesy, on 9 o'clock on ABC's after Bangers and Mash.
And the fact that you've actually gotten good at promos now, Les, it really amazes me that
After 100 episodes.
If I can get you to do an AM radio voice at some point, then hey kids, kind of the thing back in the throat here. Hey, we got Big Carl coming at 6 o'clock tonight. James Taylor weekend coming up. Just close the throat a little bit and say.
I'll work on that. That.
I got you covered in the meantime. Don't.
Awesome. So you want to talk a little bit about what the kids are talking about here?
Yeah. What did they put up?
So we'll start off with one of your favorite people. We'll start off with Jordan's list.
Absolutely favorite.
And she has Bob's Burgers on her list.
That one is highly liked by a bunch of people. I've never seen a single episode.
I think I've seen half an episode, Carl.
Our little dark angel Ren is a big fan of Bob's Burgers.
Okay. And then we also have Archer. I like Archer. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I haven't watched a lot of it, but what I watched, I've liked. And then Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah, forgot about Scooby.
You
can do
that
Scooby.
Should be its own category, though. Scooby-Doo is for that. How do we put this correctly? Late night cartoon watching. And did I word that well enough?
I believe so.
For all the kids, did you shake your head at me again, Mr. Mayor?
I'm eating my Scooby snacks.
Oh, there you go, son. There you go. That's right. Well, we talking code here in the afternoon drive show now.
And she also has Phineas and Ferb, which having an 11-year-old, I've watched more Phineas and Ferb than I've watched Bob's Burgers, Archers, and the regular show combined.
I know the name of the show. I can't believe I forgot Rick and Morty.
Oh. And that's not on any. I don't think that's on the list of a whole lot of people.
What? No, Mr. Mayor, don't pull my leg like that. I can't believe I forgot Rick and Morty. Wow, old age. It's old age, definitely.
And Kevin Mitchell, when he's not pitching for the Mets, he's watching He-Man, the original version, G.I. Joe. The original version of Voltron,
80s kid,
Thundercats, and Battle of the Planets.
Well, I thought he had Transformers on that list.
I thought he did too. Maybe he was lying to me.
You know what? Now that I'm here, they don't suck up anymore. They just, we don't care. We don't care what you did, which is fine. I forget what I did. And by the way, I am Dolly Parton's love child. A lot of people don't realize that. Martin Jones. What did Martin? Martin, that is so you, because it's definitely Looney Tunes and Rick and Morty, Family Guy, He-Man. I don't know. I like the live action He-Man because Dolph Lundgren was so bad and Frank Langella was eating furniture left and right.
Let's see. Spiker-Man, let's talk about his list. He has a Transformers. He has
it's Spiker-Man. There we go. There it is.
Yeah, Spiker-Man. Voltron.
Voltron's getting a lot of love. Wow.
Martin and Spiker-Man and I and Kevin, we're all in that 80s kids era.
I will tell my friends who were the voices on that Voltron's getting love.
Yeah. He also has Scooby-Doo, Avatar, and then Batman, the animated series. Yeah, the animated Batman series. So
first of all, talk about night and day. Batman, the animated series, could be one of the greatest animated series of all time. The Bruce Timm, the stuff they did then. And what was the one before that? Avatar?
Last Airbender. Yeah.
The Last Air. No, wait, are we
Yeah,
talking?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, we're not talking the movie Avatar.
Oh no. Oh.
Good.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
No.
Because I got very frightened all of a sudden that there was a universe that existed where that was a good movie.
It's
I got
pretty.
very.
I think you would actually, Peter. I think you would like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay. Is it? Where does one watch it? On Netflix or one of these
The
channels?
best thing, I think it is on Netflix actually.
Great.
I think the it is an Americanized anime.
Uh-huh.
Like it's I don't even know if it's technically anime, but it's meant to appease to the American audience. How about that?
In the style of.
Yes, loosely. Yeah, but the story is phenomenal,
Okay.
beginning to end.
Movie or one season kind of thing, or
3 seasons.
oh, great.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's exactly 3 seasons.
I'm looking for a new binge before I go to bed. I'm all done with these current season of Beat Bobby Flay, so I'm looking for something else to watch before I go
3
to bed.
seasons, 61 episodes.
Yum. So Carl, can we go off track for a second, Carl?
It's rated 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, you know what? I've gotten 27% on Rotten Tomatoes before. Carl, are you watching Discovery?
Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's fabulous.
Oh, speaking of Lower Decks, that's a great new cartoon. Holy cow!
That's really it's fun.
I was not expecting. I was expecting to enjoy it because it's Star Trek, but it got just plain good. Like that last episode was one of the best episodes of Trek that there is. Let alone
where can one watch Lower Deck at? Is it also on CBS?
CBS All Access.
Yeah, it's on All Access.
I've not watched it. Then I will have to.
Thanksgiving's coming, and I'm going to be here all alone. And you make a couple of scones and you overnight them to me here over on the south side. That would be a lovely thing to wake up Thanksgiving morning and have fresh scones baked over here.
Listen to him.
You do have my address. I'm alone in my first Thanksgiving in Indianapolis here, and it would be sure nice to see some sort of Hoosier baked good kindness come my way. I love when I make him shake his head like that. I'm doing my job then.
Yep. Jacob Bartlett has Gundam Wing.
Once again, somebody with my shows. Hey, thank you very much for the shout out.
And The Real Ghostbusters.
Wow, another 80s kid. Or
Teenage
90s.
Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2012 version. And then Young Justice is also on there.
I got to tell you, I enjoy Young Justice. They got very the elevator just opened. What was that?
I wasn't planning on being on. I didn't mute anything.
I was going to say the executive elevator just opened at headquarters. I wonder who's coming up to the suite right now. Yeah.
It's the scones.
Yeah. Really? Oh, that would be cruel. You send them to the mayor and you don't send them to me. That would be really, really cruel in the end.
Let's see. Let's talk about Julie's list.
Okay, and Julie, you can send stuff priority first from Fort Wayne as well. So please, I'm just trying to get food out of everybody right now. I'm just being an idiot. Thank you, Carl. I got 3, Carl. You made my day. I got 3 head shakes today. It's a 3 head shake day.
I'm trying to keep up on the comments as well. They're starting. Everybody's chiming in about all their stuff, so I'm trying to sort stuff out.
Are people defending their picks right now? Is this what's happening?
I don't know that anybody's had any complaints.
No, you can watch Lower Decks for there. If you,
WCO.TV.
yeah,
Say it like it's a good. Come on, Les. This is your chance. Hey, watch it. WCO.TV. Come on.
Hey, Facebook user, you need to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. That way we can see who you are and talk at you with your name.
All right. Well, don't leave class yet because we still have a little work to do.
Okay.
No, we're getting close.
We're
getting
getting
good at
close. Yeah, I can't concentrate on the voice and the buttons at the same time.
Well,
so-
you're getting old, dear. That's what happens. Is you're getting
well,
old.
you know. So Julie has Titan AE. She also has Battle of the Planets. So and Castlevania Robotech. I like Robotech, and Aeon Flux. Which I'm surprised was not. I didn't see a lot on anybody else's.
Aeon Flux is an old MTV cartoon. Am I not
It
right?
is. It is. It was on after Beavis and Butthead generally.
I remember.
Yeah.
Because that's a strange combination. Because the Beavis and Butthead people, are they the Aeon Flux people in the end? Well, it depends,
No.
kids. If you had Scooby snacks.
Well, yeah, you had
you had to have your Scooby snacks, then maybe perhaps.
Yeah. Because then you'd switch over to Ren and Stimpy. You'd start off the night with Beavis and Butthead, watch Aeon Flux, and then
First of all,
watch Ren
go
and Stimpy.
back and watch Ren and Stimpy. It's filthy. Holy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the first time through it was funny. And when I watched it the second time through, I'm going, holy, how did Billy West get that by anybody?
Well, it was on at night. It was a
It
nighttime.
was on at night.
It wasn't a kid show. It's not geared for kids at all.
It's log, it's big, gets heavy. Are you leaving, dear? Oh no. Carl, from all of us here in the afternoon drive show, all two of us, we wish you and Wes a very happy Thanksgiving. You know what? That's just it's growing like a Bud Abbott mustache. You just have to cut it in half and just have that pencil thin little thing going on over there. Yeah. Oh, careful. I'll take world leaders for 800, Bob.
We voted out that world leader.
Thank God. You know what? Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, pal. Take care.
Oh, let's see. We got the Facebook.
We just can't let the mayor go like that without a little. The mayor was here.
I know, it was. It's nice to have the mayor drop in every once in a while.
Just to celebrate the holiday with us over there.
Yeah.
With his really bad mustache, and I really new mustache.
Really new mustache.
New. Did I say bad? I get 3-letter words mixed up all the time.
I know you're old.
I am old. Look at my hair.
It's
I
time
have
for
hair
your
like
dinner.
a startled cartoon character now. Look at that. Come on now. But I'm in the library.
Yes, you are. So Isaac, McKern is the Facebook user who's
Isaac is one of my guys, a great guy.
Okay.
But is he talking in the third person about himself? Is he the Facebook user talking about that he's the Facebook user?
I believe so.
Well,
he's one of those guys.
I'm reaching for the Scooby snacks now, myself.
Let's see. Let's keep looking at the fans, what the fans posted. Mike O'Connor has X-Men, Batman the Animated Series. He also has Star Wars The Clone Wars. So Mike, we agree on that one. The Simpsons and Crossing Swords, which I've never heard of before.
I did that one to camp, but it was the anyway.
You're not supposed to cross the streams. That's
right. I wasn't supposed to. They yelled at us that night. So,
imagine that.
Yeah. Me getting yelled at.
Yeah. Stunning. Gabrielle has a list.
Am I on your list, Gabrielle? Because I would love to be, if not, if only in Fantasyland,
I think that's a big fantasy right there.
Hey,
easy.
Hey,
it's after 5. We can say that, right?
That's right. It's after 5. I could get a cocktail right now.
Yes. Some of these I've not heard of. How's Moving Castle?
Is that Gabrielle?
Yeah.
Wow, no, don't know it.
Castlevania, which I've watched some of.
I know that.
Futurama, which
Oh,
I
very
know
good.
is Brie, right?
Yes,
Yeah, that's one of her favorite
right.
cartoons. is
Bree has that
Futurama.
one eye in the middle of her head, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I
Yes.
remember. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
Bree.
yeah, yeah. Ancient Magus Bride. Ancient Magus Bride. I don't know if that. I don't know.
Gabrielle, you're getting. I love a woman of mystery. I have no idea what
Yeah,
these are, but
yeah.
I'm very interested.
I'm really surprised that and R2's surprised too.
R2 doesn't know what it is either.
Yeah, he's like, I can't even translate that. Inuyasha Yasha, um, which I assume's probably some sort of anime. I don't know. Um,
Oh, sister, message me with this information. You
yeah.
know, turn me on to this new stuff. I haven't even heard of the names of this stuff.
Well, it's on the the list that the kids made.
Right,
You
I
can.
could read the names, but I've never heard these of the name of the series before.
Oh, so you want her to call you? That I got it now.
You know, you rural folks sometimes are slow to the dinner table. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You take a little extra time to get up there, sit down in front of the plate and everything.
George Lane has a list, and
Good.
so he has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2003 version.
Well, everybody's getting on sides of their turtles.
Yeah,
There.
yeah. Johnny Quest, the real Ghostbusters.
Johnny Quest with the mouth moving all the time.
Also has the Batman animated series and
It's
the Herculoids, which
is that with Baby Man and and Chicken Man and
I
was
don't know.
Martin Jones? If you're still there, when Baby Man, there was four of them. Baby Man and Chicken Man. Somebody help me out because I'm an old man who did a lot of drugs in the 60s and 70s. So, there's no way I can remember that. The X Files is closed, man. We closed it for a reason, because we don't want that stuff coming out at night, man.
Let's see. I think we've kind of hit most of the stuff. There's um, a lot of Batman, the animated series. That's getting a
It's
lot of love on the
really,
list.
it's film noir. It's really good. It's not just superhero cartoons. It's lighting and angles, and it's shot like a film noir movie. It's pretty spectacular.
And Mark Hamill's some of the voices, right?
Arguably the best Joker in many people's eyes.
That's what I've
Um,
heard.
his voice is terrific. I worked with Mark on a movie called The Guyver, and my one experience with Mark is he was a really nice guy, and chatty as hell, a storyteller, just in
Wow.
the makeup room, chatty, chatty, chatty. But
That's saying something coming from you.
I know that's why I liked him. You know what? Because listen, Mister, this show don't fly without me yammering all the time. Because
I
otherwise,
understand that. I understand that. Well, because
take it.
I got to be the tech guy looking at all the stuff that everybody
Well,
writes and putting up like Super Chicken.
Super Chicken. There we go. Right. Super Chicken and Baby Man. Come on. Someone pull me out of this gutter here. We haven't even talked about Captain Caveman yet.
I like Captain Caveman, and I liked the Moose.
Bullwinkle?
Bullwinkle, yeah.
The Moose. I've
The
never
Moose.
heard it just been called.
Sorry.
It sounds dirty. I like the Moose.
You had stuff going on in the 60s. Mine was more in the 90s. So
I had it going on in the 80s and 90s too, son. That's what the problem is. It was decades.
George, the angry therapist,
We love George.
Robotech, Justice League, Animaniacs, Simpsons,
Robotech. Well,
Batman.
Good.
Animated series again. Justice League was something I watched a lot of.
And Justice League Unlimited, the follow-up series is great.
Yeah, and also, like, if I had to pick a superhero cartoon, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. that I watched a lot of that, and
Mhm.
because that's how I got introduced to the X-Men, which
Oh,
I
okay.
yeah, because they were on there every once in a while, which was like kind of a the special episodes, which I thought were really cool. So
I've slowly turned into the comedy version of Professor X. I have a
oh
school of
really?
gifted. Well, I have a school of gifted children that I take care of. I'm going bald. I basically can't walk.
True.
And
Okay.
you felt that. See, you
And
heard.
I felt what you said, and it was make me scones
Yeah.
with let me hold on. It was cherries and
Yes.
dark chocolate, maybe.
Oh, but lovely, lovely choices. Lovely,
Yes.
lovely.
Yeah.
What do you? Oh, wait. You
Oh,
forgot the walnuts. Oh, there we go.
oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I
all right.
got
No
it.
problem.
Yeah. I thought I was picking up, and the second batch needs to be
Oh,
peaches.
oh, peach,
Yeah.
peach. I have peach marmalade in there. I'm
Mm.
very fond of exotic flavors. Like I get a kumquat marmalade every once in a while, just because I'm an idiot, And
You know what we need? We need to find a place that serves huckleberry pie, so we can have some
I'm going to keep
huckleberry
talking. Oh, we're
pie.
back. There we go. We're back. Okay.
We need
Every
to find a place that has huckleberry pie, so we can have huckleberry pie and coffee with Jordan with a Y for the Twin Peaks.
it's cherry pie.
The episode I just watched, it was huckleberry with
Yeah,
two scoops of vanilla ice cream.
right. But he starts to then he focuses on the cherry pie after a while. But it's about the damn fine pie at the Double R Diner, you know, and the damn fine waitresses at the Double R. I say that
Yes.
because I married her. Bye, Jones. Jones, I love you.
Nice to
Happy
see you,
Thanksgiving.
Jonesy. Yeah,
Take
have a
care,
good thing.
brother.
Yeah, because are we
There
gonna do
goes
one of these on thing?
one of the nicest, funniest guys I know, Martin Jones. Um, and I interview him in 2 weeks as Winky the Santa's elf who gets moved up to H&R, but he doesn't like it. He's moved out of the toy shop and he's moved into corporate, and Winky is not happy with the move. So
Let's see. We got some Venture Brothers by Mark Jarrett.
Mitchell Brothers.
The Venture Brothers.
Oh, the Venture. I thought
Venture
the Mitchell brothers did porn. I was going to say he can't be. Well, I read about that once, by the way.
Yeah.
The Venture brothers I've never seen.
Josh Lawrenson has Ruby. Did you ever watch that? Have you watched
Ruby?
Yeah, RWBY.
No, I don't know it.
It's not bad. It's the art on it. It is amazing. It's really well crafted and drawn. The story, you know, it's a typical. It might as well be an '80s cartoon story. So, but the art is really well done. You can just watch it for that part, which is really kind of cool. But it's definitely anime style, because I don't know my anime definitions.
And for a man who's done a lot of anime, I'm not a big fan. It's not my generation. It certainly was my bailiwick, and made lots of money for lots of friends of mine, and I love doing it. But it's not something I go to for my anime. It's very, I'm very word heady. South Park. I like it edgy. And not. Can that girl's dress be any shorter in the Hello Kitty outfit? Edgy. That's not my kind of edgy.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Hal Daniels has Hal's Moving Hal's Moving Castle, which was I never heard of, which is also on Gabrielle's list. But he also has Caroline on his list, which nobody else has mentioned.
I know not these things.
Ike McCurran.
Ike, what has Ike got?
I got a 6th place. I don't know what are you talking about, Ike? I don't know what you.
Ike, we're confused. There's a conversation going on that we're not invited to here.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
Ike, if you're listening, Quit that job and get your ass back to improv. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I think that touches on everybody's list.
So next Wednesday.
Yeah. Thanksgiving Eve.
So I guess we need a Thanksgiving show.
Sure.
Let's talk about this because look, boys and girls, this is kind of pre-final thoughts. Most of us are going to be without our families. I'm certainly, alone here. I didn't expect my holidays in Indianapolis to be by myself, but I have you guys out here. But what sides are you missing? What sides must be at your Thanksgiving table? What pies must be at your table? What must be at Thanksgiving? Now, we got the turkey. You can give us your favorite turkey. Do you brine the turkey? Do you roast the turkey? Do you fry the turkey? Do you pick up the skin and put butter underneath it? Do you put it really hot and then you bring it down? Hang on, I have to look at the phone. In case these are doctors.
Okay, no
Nope.
problem. Kevin
Nope.
Mitchell, have I seen the oblongs? No.
No.
It sounds like a good band name, though.
Yeah, I think they opened for Joan Jett and the Blackhearts one year.
Yeah. I think the oblongs, they're kind of a jazz funk, maybe type of.
Right. They opened for Steely Dan in Vegas. I saw them there.
Okay, sure.
They were terrific. Yeah.
So I like the early stuff, with the horns.
Oh yeah, with the horns. We love horns.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a little horn? I'm going to go to camera one on that.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah.
So we're talking about Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving. Perhaps we'll have a maudlin moment and what we're thankful for. Oh yeah. Well, what I'm thankful
all of
for.
our fans, of course.
We are. Well, not all of them. There's 3 of them I don't really care for. But aside from those, no.
But they pay you money to take your classes, so we'll keep them around, I guess.
Bastards. That's right. Those of you who are taking my classes, I love you. More than. But no, seriously. Think about what you're missing, who you're missing. We'll have the conversation. We'll be together next Wednesday for Thanksgiving. It will be
like pre-Thanksgiving.
So I'll give you my pre-Thanksgiving favorite side that I can't live without. In fact, I made it about a month ago, and Stacy and Tara, I gave some to them because they liked it. It's jalapeno cranberry sauce.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you take cranberries.
Okay.
And you put a cup of water, half a cup of vinegar, white vinegar, a cup of sugar, and a pack of fresh cranberries. And you then chop up. Now, I chop up 1 jalapeno, but I leave ribs and seeds in just to make it spicy. The recipe sometimes calls for 2 or 3, and you take the ribs and the seeds out. But I'm going to save the money. I'm going to put 1 in, and
because you're retired.
Sweet, and then I'm going to retire. Exactly. It's delicious, and it gives you that little jalapeno kick with this tart and spicy. And boy, is it great on leftover turkey in the next morning. I will post. Here's what we'll do next week. I will post that recipe for everybody. So you can make your own jalapeno cranberry sauce.
Well, it's a little late. They're not going to be able to get it for Thanksgiving Day because we're on Wednesday night, right?
Look, order up from Instacart like I do. Get a 12-ounce bag of cranberries. You got sugar. You probably have white vinegar over there. And buy 1 jalapeno. It is dirt simple.
Okay,
and
so
you make it.
We got 12 ounces of cranberries. How much sugar?
A cup of sugar. I will post it on the Facebook page with the exact measurements.
Okay.
I
was typing them up, but
sometimes a cup and a half. It's to taste.
Fair.
It's always to taste. But I have found that if it's a cup of water and a half a cup of vinegar and the whole thing of the cranberries until they pop, you want to boil it so those cranberries become poppy and the jalapeno cooks in there, and then put it in the fridge and it becomes gelatinous. It's better than that can of cranberry sauce that we all ate growing up.
Cranberry sauce was never a staple at our place for Thanksgiving. So
Ocean Spray cranberry sauce was the cranberry sauce du jour growing up. Well, first of all, we never had turkey at my mom's house. It was Greek food and roast beef, and it was. If we went to my grandmother's house, there was turkey, but the Greeks kind of don't do turkey like the Italians do. All kinds of things.
So
this would be great. Final thought is, boy, I'm trying not to keep it political.
It's hard.
I know it is hard. My final thought is the next two. Here's I got it. My therapist, when I was in LA, used to say to me, "Make your appointments now. It's my busy season," and we'd laugh about it because during the holidays, people get a little nuts. Either they love their family and they can't get back, or they hate their family and they can't kill them. Somewhere in between, the holidays bring stuff up for people.
It does.
Well, Shiite, little mister, this year is going to be more than that. We're in lockdown. The world is in lockdown. People are going to be stressed, or they're going to go, screw this. I'm going to a family reunion with 20 people, which really is not the brightest thing in the world.
No.
But right now, I miss it too. Here's really my final thought. You 20-somethings out there, you're probably going to live longer than I am. At 66, I don't get this time back. I don't get to have my first Thanksgiving and Christmas in Indianapolis. But I'm going to have a damn good time doing it by myself. By the way, I'm going to be online both those days. So if people are alone, feeling a little less than, you can hook up with me on Facebook and we'll Zoom, and we'll have a room where we can talk in. So, and especially with what's going on in the world, and and people denying what truths are and what has happened, they're going to be nuts. So please take extra care of yourselves. There's already toilet paper hoarding at the stores. I mean, come on, kids. So please be kind to each other. If you can't see your grandparents, make some cookies and ring the doorbell and leave it there for them. There's stuff that you can do that can still make this holiday certainly the most interesting. We'll probably have to spend alone or together, but it doesn't have to be a total loss. 2020. I watch everybody with the memes and screw 2020 and the worst year ever and this and that. Well, you know what? I look back on 2020 and it wasn't the worst year ever for me. Health-wise, it's been the worst year ever, but I moved to Indiana. My friend Les and the Marta boys came and picked me up. I'm living here. I'm teaching. My improv company's going great. We produce stuff every Tuesday. You find how to make it happen and make do. Adapt or die, we like to say around the improv class. And so extra kindness right now. Extra kindness to yourselves as well. It's not going to be the same. You're not going to be able to get home and do, have that touch football game. You always have that Thanksgiving morning when mom's cooking it and all this stuff. For me, it was the parade, but I'll get to watch the parade because my mom worked for Macy's when she was growing up, and she was in, and you've seen the pictures.
Oh,
she
yeah,
was in,
definitely.
She was in the 1939 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade as one of Santa's girls with them. How do you think I have my killer legs? Mom had great legs. So I watched the parade, and with mom gone 5 years, it makes me smile. And by the way, they're doing different things. They are. I know this is a little long. Final thoughts.
That's okay.
They're doing the balloons by car this year, and not by people walking them. So they're not going to be. They're going to be apart. They're hiring a lot of the Broadway stars to record songs and things from their show because Broadway has not been working for 7 or 8 months. Mm-hmm. So they're going to show it on there. So it's going to be a totally different Thanksgiving because you remember Santa's float is the last float in the parade. And back in the 30s, that's what ushered the Christmas season in because it was Macy's. And true story, Santa left the float and went right up to the 8th floor where the toy department was in Macy's, where he sat during. I sat on Santa's lap on the 8th floor, So it was a marketing thing to start. But you know what? We need a little extra jalapeno cranberry sauce that we share with our neighbors.
Sure.
And not for
are the Shriners going to be driving all the little cars? Because there's like a lot of people on those balloons, right? I see a Shriner routine.
I don't know if people with fezzes will be out that day and how cold it'll be in New York, but the parade will go on. Our lives will go on. Thanksgiving will go on. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to. I'm going to say it one more time, close to camera. It's not going to be the same. It doesn't mean it has to be bad. And that's the trick. It doesn't have to be bad. I'm ordering food from New York from my favorite place called Mighty Quinn Barbecue. And for like $79, they'll send you sweet potato casserole and macaroni and cheese baked and baked beans with wait, I'm gonna top it. Baked beans with burnt ends.
Man.
Is everybody just making the sound right now?
I like some burnt ends, man.
I have body by burnt ends. Basically, this is how this is wound up.
Arthur Bryant's in Kansas City, Missouri. Best burnt ends. Oh my god.
So Les, I wish to you and Carol and Lee, and we'll say it one more time, but health. Stay safe. You're at Purdue.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Yeah. My final thoughts are. In the spring, everybody, especially with everything that was going on in New York, was really, appreciative of all the healthcare workers and first responders. And then I guess everybody kind of said, well, fuck it, right? We don't give a shit anymore. And now they're back in that situation, except it's all over the place.
So you take $20, boys and girls, and this is what you do. You call up your favorite pizza place and you deliver it to the ER, to the nurse's station in the ER, and just say, thank you from us out here. Don't have to sign it. You want to do something good for Thanksgiving? Because look, a lot of you go out and feed the homeless on Thanksgiving. A lot of people aren't going to go out and do that this year. So there's stuff that you can do that still take care of people.
Yeah.
There's stuff that you just think about that. All that pizza that you eat during the year, you can't spare one pizza for the nurses at the ER.
Yeah.
Or whatever floats your boat. Whoever the guys at the fire department, the local firemen, Yeah,
definitely support your people in the ER at your local hospital, because I know things are stacking up here in Lafayette. So it's not a good situation for those folks to be in. And so if you can, nurses like donuts as well. So,
And I like a nurse who likes donuts, by the way.
So those are my final thoughts. If you can think of those folks a little bit, and
please
mask up. That way you don't have to see those folks. And if you think breathing hard through a mask, if you think it's hard to breathe through a mask, try breathing with a ventilator tube in your throat.
That's right.
That's what my wife wanted me to tell all of you. So
she's right.
I'm passing that on to you guys.
Wash your hands, wear your mask, drink a lot of single malt scotch.
Thanksgiving
will be fine.
And we will see you guys next Wednesday with all of our favorite recipes.
Ooh, gravy.
Gravy. Oyster dressing, man. Gravy. That's what I'm like.
Oyster dressing. Gravy is my middle name. I don't know if you know that.